What's going on, guys? It's FastCutOn1 and welcome to some more head-to-head, the series in which you guys, the viewers, give me two similar weapons for me to compare, and then I'll try to give you an idea of what each weapon is like. So today I'll be taking a look at the AUG A3 and the CZ-805, which are two assault rifles that happen to be statistically similar but with some key differences. So before we get further into the video, let's take a look at the stats of both weapons so we know what they are like. So both the AUG A3 and the CZ-805 have a maximum damage of 25 and a minimum damage of 18, with their drop off starting at 8 meters and then trailing down to 55 meters. They both have a rate of fire of 700 rounds per minute and a magazine size of 30 plus 1 in the chamber. So that will be equal to 31 rounds in total. Now where you start seeing a few differences between these two weapons is with the reload times, muzzle velocity, and recoil patterns. So the reload times of the AUG A3 are 3.1 seconds when empty and 2.5 with one left in the chamber. And on the other hand, we have the CZ-805 with faster reload times coming in at 2.9 when empty and 2.35 with one left in the chamber. Now this is all due to the bullpup design of the AUG A3, because normally bullpup weapons tend to have a much lower reload time than the non-bullpup weapons. And the muzzle velocity on the AUG A3 is a lot faster, coming in at 670 meters per second versus the muzzle velocity on the CZ-805 coming in at 580 meters per second. So as you can see, this is about a 90 meters per second difference, which is quite a bit when it comes down to fully automatic weapons. And last is the recoil patterns. So the AUG A3 is pulling up by 0.26, pulling to the left by 0.35, and pulling to the right by 0.25. And for the CZ-805, it pulls up by 0.29, pulling to the left by 0.05, and it pulls to the right by 0.35. And as we can see here, the CZ-805 has a lot more kick to it than the AUG A3, especially a bit more vertical recoil and as well as a bit more side-to-side recoil. So now that we're finally done taking a look at these stats, I can finally share my thoughts on both weapons. And after playing with the AUG A3 and the CZ-805, I just found the AUG to be a bit more versatile than the CZ-805. And the reason for that is that the AUG A3 just has a bit more things going for it. One of those things is its bullpup design, which just gives this weapon a really good hip firing right off the bat. A few other things that just make the AUG A3 a really great weapon are its stable recoil patterns and also its higher muzzle velocity, which just help this weapon be really accurate. And this is why I just found myself picking off moving targets really easily than compared to other weapons. Now, because it is a bullpup design, it does have a few drawbacks, and one of those drawbacks is its low reload times coming in at 3 seconds, which is actually pretty long when you're playing in an actual match. And this is where the CZ-805 gives you a great advantage because it has faster reload times. Now when using the CZ-805 in medium to long ranges, just like the AUG A3, I just didn't find it to be just as effective as the AUG, because it does have a lot more recoil to it, which is something you really don't want when using a weapon at medium ranges. And another drawback that the CZ-805 has is its lower muzzle velocity, which really stops it from being as effective as the AUG A3. And so this is why I just found myself being a lot more successful with this weapon in closer ranges rather than in medium ranges, where I had to compensate a bit more for the weapon than I had to with the AUG A3. And so in order to be really effective with the CZ-805, you really do need a lot more time with this weapon in order for you to actually get the hang of it and just really be effective with it. So if I were to pick one of these weapons, it would definitely be the AUG A3, because of the simple fact that it's a lot more versatile, like I mentioned before, and the CZ-805 just doesn't give me much of an incentive to use it. And also the AUG A3 is a weapon that is a lot more fun to use. I definitely found myself having a lot more fun with this weapon than I did with the CZ-805. So yeah guys, this pretty much wraps up the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Remember to tell me in the comment section below what two next weapons you would like to see go head to head. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a rating, as it does help out the video and the channel a lot. And if you're new around here, feel free to subscribe for weekly Battlefield videos. As always, this was FastCutterNumber1, and see you in the next video.